what am I going to be doing in this episode? In this episode, I could give you a quick room tour because it'll also mean I have to clean the room as well. But here's what's going to be different from many other room tours that you see online is I'm not going to clean up before I do the tour. I also like my coffee black, but I recently got a milk foamer and it's blowing my mind. So I've been having my version of flat whites. A flat white is a way to drink bad coffee if you go to a place that regularly burns their coffee. I don't burn my coffee. But, I get a milk foamer, I'm going to use it. Hi, I'm Ray, Cool.Starship in all of the places, unfortunately, that matter. I am a miniature painter. No, I'm not really a miniature painter. I'm a sculptor that then kind of paints their sculpts. I actually enjoy looking at other people's work more than my own, which is why I have a work in progress box that is massive. I like having ideas. I'm very, very good at having ideas. And if I could make a career out of being an ideas person, then I would be set for life, I think. The best place to start, I suppose, is exactly where I am. I have a room in the house, which I appreciate a lot of people don't have. So they would work on dining tables or maybe in the shed or it's something they pull out in front of the TV. I mostly have a space for my own because I was in art college during COVID. So I needed a place to be able to do all of my artwork as well. Hence the very big desk. B&Q. Just went to B&Q, bought kitchen cabinets. It has wall space, so I can put things onto the wall that my husband doesn't necessarily want me to put on the wall in the main part of the house. So this is where I work most of the time. And if I can, I do sit on a footstool. No, it's not a footstool. It's like little step ladders because I hate how when I tuck up against a desk, the chair slowly rolls away and that drives me insane. It means I can bring my legs up high as well so I can be all tucked in because I shake quite badly at the moment. Desk is quite deep so I can keep a lot of things within arm's reach, sort of in front of me, again allow me to push things away as I need to. The cutting mat is pretty destroyed as well. I don't even think it self-heals anymore. It's meant to be a self-healing cutting mat. I think it's just given up on life. It's important to note that I don't just paint small plastic men. This means I have a lot of other stuff kicking around the room. I'll go from doing collage and printmaking to kit bashing and sculpting. I make terrain and I sew, though I am pretentious and I call that textile art. And lots of paintbrushes, again, due to college, and I go through them very, very quickly. I do have very expensive brushes that I do my best to take care of, but I also have very, very cheap brushes. Go into your art and hobby store, and I mean like the one where you get the foam balls to stick to paper and the sugar paper for kids' crafts in primary school. Go there and buy a job lot of paintbrushes because you're going to destroy them. All the bits at the back, that's a lie. I made an attempt to go ahead and organise. Complete lie. They're everywhere. Bits are not just defined as bits from other kits, but in my case it's stuff I find. So tiling parts bought from hardware stores, rocks from the driveway, doll's house furniture, children's toys. Paints behind me, not organised, not aesthetic, there's no logic to them whatsoever. Because I work here and I don't paint over there, I basically just pick up the paint I want and bring it to where I'm working. And when I'm done, I put it back. Those are shelves for nail varnishes. Nothing purpose-built, nothing cut to perfectly fit the paint pot. Because I don't want to stare at them, I don't need them all of the time. They go away when they're not needed. All my other paints are in a cupboard just off camera here. Unless I need them, I don't need to see them. They don't need to go on display. Flat surfaces are a blessing and a curse. Good because it's great to have storage. Bad because it's great to have storage. If it's flat and there's a gap, I'm putting stuff down. So you might have noticed something right at the start is I lock my door. Why do I lock my door, you ask? This is why I lock my door. Do you have anything to say? So, room successfully cleaned. Well, to a standard. I can see the floor. That's the main thing. For me, motivation is all about little wins, and making sure I can see the floor, that is a little win. Desk is clean, and then I immediately made it messy again. But we're getting there. I've got my bits at least in one place so I can get to organising them. The likelihood is that they'll just stay in the box and go into the bits cupboard. But, you know, one day I might hyper-focus and decide to organise things, you know, like legs, heads, arms, swords and stuff, where the printers don't have to be cleaned off because they're flat surfaces and are being used as storage. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me. Apologies if any of you found my messy room deeply unpleasant, but that's all right because you're not here. This is my room. This is the room I work in, and it's how I work. So in about a week, this will be back to where it was before, because there'll be yet another massive project that I'll need the floor to work from. So yeah, thank you. See you soon. No idea what's next, but let's hope there is a next video. Take care. Bye.